they're in a competition with everyone or with everything that surrounds them.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like leadership like this, they feel like why should this person get the leadership when I am there? So it all still leads down to or boils down to sorry, jealousy. So it's jealousy, competition, and then there are
The
some of
last
them they are
thing,
training.
the last.
We have there are some people that have a group of friends or maybe that one particular friend that is always seeking attention, that is always seeking praise. Like the person always wants everything to be focused on him or her. Like the person feels like the world revolves around him or her.
Mhm.
And it's not always a good thing. But most of the time it's not a good thing. And such people, some of them do not actually realize what they are doing, while some actually know that this is what I'm doing, but then that's how they've been brought up. I'm basically referring to main character energy.
Mhm.
Yes. So are you getting what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So what can you say about main character energy?
Okay, so simply put, main character energy is somebody who feels like the whole show or the whole thing should be placed, like should be based on the person. It comes
Mm,
from the fact that, like in a movie, the main character of the movie, the whole movie is centered around the life of this person. So let me give an example. I was
mm,
having a friend who had a dog and his dog died.
okay.
Yeah. When his dog died, he was sad. He was like, "Oh, guys, my dog just died." Whatever was in the group chat, and we were all sympathizing with him. And then there's this other friend too who I don't know for some reason when he had a lizard. I don't even know what you're having a lizard here. Come on. Had a lizard, was growing the lizard, whatever, whatever. And the lizard didn't even die, it ran away. At this point, instead of helping us to,
So
sympathize with
was
our
that like
friend
at the
and
same time of the
yes, at the same
person's
time,
dog's death?
no, his lizard was missing, I don't know, for some time back or what. He had already told us about it. We had already spoken on it.
Okay, but then he was telling you at the same time that you guys were consoling this
Telling a friend
particular
about
person.
his dog. Like, come
Okay.
on. Our friend's dog literally just died. Instead of
This is what I'm
you
trying to
understand what
say.
I'm saying. So yeah,
Yeah,
instead of you helping out, you want to now bring the whole show to
to
yourself. Come
yourself,
on,
like
bro.
drag all the attention. So
Yeah.
person is also seeking sympathy
Mhm.
from the okay,
But
okay,
meanwhile, we've already spoken on it. We've already helped you out on whatever, whatever. But then
mm,
because somebody else is right now getting a lot of attention and all that kind of stuff,
yeah,
right now you feel the need to try and snatch the
the
attention. Oh,
attention.
come on,
I
bro.
feel like for some people, you see, growing up, they face like maybe they were the only child. They were the only child, but maybe that person was like an only child.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up, the person always got all the attention from his or her parents. The person always got everything that he or she needed. Like everything was just revolving around him or her, or so the person thought. So when as the person has gotten to a stage of life where now he gets to meet new people, makes new friends and stuff, that that training is in the person.
Mm-hmm.
It has become a part of the person. So when the person even is around a situation like this, like maybe the way your friend lost a lizard like years ago, the person feels like, why should the attention not be on me?
Mm-hmm.
You get like it's like now everyone has forgotten about me. No one is paying attention to me anymore. I'm not getting that sympathy. You get so I
Yeah.
feel like for some people, it's how they were raised. So they do not exactly know how to deal with it.
Yeah. Very, very true.
Mm.
Yeah.
And for some, I think it's jealousy.
Mm.
Yes, there are people that actually love attention. Like they feel like the world actually revolves around them. They actually feel the world revolves around them. So when it comes to attention, sympathy, even praise, like maybe your friend has done something good, and then you want to, and everybody in the circle is praising that person. This is the person hi, congratulations the person. They feel like they also need to be praised. So because of that, it makes the person act in such a way.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying
Very
to
true.
say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any other thing you like that?
Okay, so with main character energy, well, people with main character energy, like you said, are most at times like only children, like the
Yeah.
only child. But then also in some cases, it's somebody who maybe was maybe the favorite child. So
Mm.
maybe his
Okay,
parents
actually.
were giving, maybe though he was having, other siblings
Siblings,
around, but the parents
yeah.
were actually giving him, like the parents made it actually very noticeable that this
This
is
is the
the
child
favorite
that is
child.
getting.
This is the child that we really love, whatever, whatever, whatever.
Mm.
And at that point, you see that attention is being taken from others, like his
Yeah.
siblings, all of that kind of stuff,
So all
and
the
it's
attention
being
is
given
focused on
onto you.
him.
Yeah.
Mm.
So at that point, he will also feel like in a friend group or something, he is the one who deserves all the attention.
Yeah.
This also comes to affect you later, especially if you are in maybe you have been assigned a group
Mm.
in school, or maybe you are working on a project,
Yeah.
and then at this point, instead of maybe you have been given so much attention, and maybe you are somebody who likes leadership a lot. Instead of maybe at this point you're not given the leadership role,
Mm.
you are assigned as someone supposed to do something in the group.
Yeah.
So instead of helping the group out as a non-leadership member or something, you would be trying at this point your how will I put it? Your main character energy will try to come in conflict in the aim of the group, and try you might even
It could
break
even
down the
cause
entire group.
opposition and
Yeah.
rebellion.
So at that point, you are literally what's the name? You are literally bringing harm to the group instead of
Yeah.
focusing on your role and what it is you can do to help the group out. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
So that's
Wow.
with it.
Okay. Okay. That's nice. I also feel like it's also competition.
Yeah.
Like people like that actually love competition. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
Like
then
they
I
feel like they're in a competition with everyone or with everything that surrounds them.
yeah.
So when it comes to like leadership like this, they feel like why should this person get the leadership role when I am there? So it all still leads down to or boils down to sorry, jealousy. So it's jealousy, competition, and then there are
The
some of
last
them they are
thing
training.
the last thing will be attention seeking. Like the
Yeah,
only thing that will want you to like that will push you to become the or to gain this main character energy is the fact that you want attention, you want validation from
yeah.
other
Oh,
people.
something that's being crossed my mind. And for some people, they feel like when they feel like they are not seen.
Mhm.
So when situations like this happen, they feel less of themselves. They feel like they are not living their best life. They're not doing the right things, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So when it comes, so they are the people that like seek external validation. They
Mhm.
feel like when people are not praising or seeing what they are doing, they feel like then they're not doing their all.
Yeah.
So they feel like in order for them to like reach a certain level, they need to get praise, they need to get attention from others. Do you get what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say?
I go ahead
Yeah, so
trying to.
such people do not really know their self-worth. They do not really know um what they are exactly capable of doing without other people's opinions.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say?
very, very true.
Yeah.
So basically all we are trying to tell you is this main character energy thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not completely a bad
It's
thing.
not exactly bad
Nothing
than it's
is
bad.
nothing is ever as good or as bad as it seems. You can use main character energy to try to divert attention from maybe somebody going through something that is extremely
And
rough.
turn it
Maybe
into positive.
your friend's mom died or something, and then maybe you've also dealt with the loss of maybe a parent,
Mm.
and while this person is crying all of that kind of stuff, you can go to this person and be like, bro, cheer up, nothing is as bad as it seems. When my dad died, remember, at this point you are literally using main character energy. You tell him, when my dad died, it was hard, I was crying, I was down, but then remember, I've been at where you've been. So
Mm.
at this point, and this time
So
you're
you're
not
going to
doing
use
it
it to
for,
help,
yes, you're not using it for external validation at this point. You're doing it to actually show this person
help the
where
person.
he that you've been there and then you didn't die. It wasn't the
Mm.
end of the world. So if you
How you
need
fought through
anything,
it.
how you're
Yeah.
actually giving the person guidelines. And at this
Mm.
point, yes, you've used a little bit of main character. It's normal. Everybody does it. The only thing is that you shouldn't be excessive with it. You shouldn't be
Yeah.
obsessed with craving all of this attention. At this point,
Mm.
you've literally drawn this person's mind to the fact that he's not the only person in the world who is going through or who is dealing with the death of a parent. You feel me? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like um when you overdo something, that is when
That's
it
when it
becomes
becomes
bad. I've
bad.
forgotten
Yes.
that particular saying.
Too much
Yes,
of
too
everything
much
is
of
bad.
everything is bad.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Too much of everything is bad. So when you overdo, it's bad.
Yeah.
But when you do it in a positive way, like the example he just gave, then it's good.
Yeah.
It's the Bible even says that do not envy. Do not envy your neighbor. Do not be jealous. Okay. Do not convey your neighbor. So when you love your neighbor as yourself, you are able to deal with the person with love. You're not going to always want to get all the attention.
Yeah.
You're also going to be able to give that attention and
Yeah.
give that kind of love, that kind of sympathy, that kind of praise. Because when you love, you give your all.
Yeah. Very true.
You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever you do for yourself, you want others to be able to, benefit from it. So basically, that's it.
Yeah, that's it for main character energy.
Yeah.
It's not a
So
bad thing. It's really
yeah,
not
but
a
when you
bad thing.
overdo it,
Yeah, that's
it
when it
becomes
becomes bad.
bad. When you
Yeah.
do not do it in a positive way. Yeah, well, I guess
So
we've said enough.
everything. Yes, enough.
Yeah. So guys, please subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications,
Like the video.
like the video,
If you like it.
share,
Mm-hmm.
comment, and yeah, We'll see you guys in the next video.